presumably, it may not have been a difficult decision for you when you made that decision to retire. So now, what's now for you? What's next for you?
So at the minute, I've just launched my own business, which I'm just getting up and running at the moment, and it's called The Next Gen. So it's empowering the next generation through coaching. So the idea is eventually it will be an online platform. So it will be healthy screen time for children. So they can log in. There'll be sessions on there from me, updated monthly. There'll be health and wellness information, videos from players that have been WSL players, people from all different walks of life, and it's aimed at girls between the ages of 8 and 16, and it's just about giving them the confidence just the confidence and the knowledge. And I've been doing some taster sessions with the girls over the last 2 weeks, and it's been so lovely because at the end of every session I do a little question and answer, and they ask me anything. I've had some strange questions, but I've had some really good questions, and I've had some really good feedback. So I'm just, at the moment, due to the current situation, it's all been on Zoom. So I've just been doing coaching sessions and little ball trickery and ball skills and fitness and advice, just over the internet. And it's been great, and it's been so nice. And just to even see the girls growing confidence from the start of the session towards the end, it's been great. And so, yeah, I'm doing that, and I'm doing obviously personal coaching, one-to-one coaching. And then I'm working with just some younger girls at the moment, some younger girls teams, which I'm really enjoying. I've always loved meeting up with the younger teams and just getting involved with them. So at the minute, that's what I'm working on, just getting Next Gen up and running. So yeah, hopefully it will all soon be online, and kids, instead of playing on their computers, will log in and be doing their exercises and all sorts. So yeah, that's the aim, and that's what I'm working on at the minute. It's keeping me very busy.
And is long term, would you ever consider sort of trying to get back into into the game professionally? So coaching, managing.
I think at the moment I'm enjoying just stepping away from it, because it has been such a big commitment for so long of my life. It's just nice to switch off from that kind of side of it. But I've never said never about anything, to be honest, and I'm always open to offers. And I think for now I just want to keep improving as a coach and giving back to the younger generations and inspiring them. So yeah, I just want to keep continuing and become more of a confident coach, and then see where that takes me.
You're not looking at the training pictures coming from pre-season and wishing you were there?
I like the kit. No, yeah, it was weird. It was weird seeing them and then not being there, because obviously it's the first time in 12 years I haven't been there. So yeah, it did feel a bit sad, but no, I'm happy, and I can't wait to be a fan now. I can come and sit in the stands with you guys.
Yes.
I will do when we're all allowed back in.
Yeah.
That's great. You just wouldn't get this with the men's side. Oh yeah, come and sit with me.
Yeah.
Why am I sitting with you? No chance. Okay, so it's been really good. We've been chatting for a while. I can't let you go without talking about Spurs, because we are all Spurs fans after all. So
all in this together.
Well, yeah, for better or for worse. So, as a footballer, as a footballer, someone from within inside the game, effectively, how have you seen our season so far? But bearing in mind, this, I'm not sure when we're going to put this out, by the way, so it may not go out in the next couple of days. It may go out when the season's finished. So we're at recording. We've still got, was it Palace, I think, is our last game. We've still got Palace to play. We've finished above them down the road, which is, considering we haven't won anything. Yeah, that was had to be something that we wanted to achieve, I guess. But yeah, so a positive. So how would you gauge the season?
It's been a bit of a crazy one, hasn't it? Been a crazy one. But I think, with Jose coming in, it is change, and change takes time, I think. And in football, when you're not winning games, you sometimes get in a rut and it's hard to get out of it. But it is tough. And I know I read things on Twitter as well where the team are just getting abused. But I think, it's changed, and you just have to be patient and finish above Arsenal. Obviously, it is painful. It's painful to watch. I am a Spurs fan as well, and I see it. But I think being a player as well, I see the struggles as well when you are not performing to the standards you should be performing. And I'm just hoping that we finish off with a good win at Crystal Palace. And next season, I think, you start again. It's been a tough season, I think, for all the clubs, with the breaks and coming back in. But yeah, I think we're now at a stage where we have to kick on and win something. It's been forever.
That's true.
Hopefully, Jose's the man to do it.
So you're optimistic for next season. I mean, you talk about the break, but I think if we look at it, objectively, I think the break was quite good for us.
Yeah.
We've come back more organised. He's obviously had a plan, and he's had a chance to implement the plan with the same players that he wasn't able to implement the plan with, previously. So it's kind of worked out, I think, for us. Okay, I like you. I actually don't look at Twitter that much these days because I just find it's just too depressing. In terms of people, like, we're winning and people are moaning. We win 1-0, they moan. We win 3-1, they moan. Just
win's a win. Yeah, I know.
I think at this stage, a win's a win, and he's got he has a plan. I think and we've never. I don't feel I loved Poch, but I don't feel under Pochettino we had what I'd call a tactical plan. We had a style of play and a way we wanted to play. But I feel that Jose has, he's certainly given out the mood music that says, in certain games we had a tactical plan, and we executed that tactical plan.
Yeah.
So that was quite pleasing. Sian, your thoughts on the season?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was a difficult one, wasn't it? Because at the start of the season, I think we were all riding the wave of the Champions League final and forgetting that actually the league form had been quite abysmal for some time. So I think something needed to change, and I mean, we were at risk of losing Harry, I think, if we didn't change it up. So if you're gonna sack Poch, there's not many people that you're gonna replace him with and have people happy. I think there are some people who are still unhappy with Jose, but I think he's got to be the person who's going to give us the best chance of winning something. And if that's what we want to do, that's what we need to take us to the next level. Then, and as you say, this last few games have shown that actually we can play well under him. And he's got a plan of the players he wants to bring in over the summer. It's quite well known. So long, and they're not hugely expensive players, a lot of them. So if we get those players, I guess the proof of the pudding will be the beginning of the season, but it's not that long away. And I think actually it probably helps that we're going to roll straight into a new season. There isn't that break to kind of disrupt things again, and we seem to be that players have made their decisions now about whether they're staying or they're going, and we can settle back and work together again to build from where we were.
Mm-hmm.
I think what you said about the possibility of losing Harry, I think is important. I think that Levy played a blinder. I think Daniel Levy kind of knew that, as you say, if he had to bring anyone in who would have been able to convince Harry to stay at least for another season to see what it would be like, it's going to be someone of Mourinho's pedigree, who's known for winning trophies. And I feel that if Harry can win a trophy with Spurs, then he'll stay. He'll stay longer at Spurs. That's what he wants to achieve. He wants to win that trophy. I think the other thing, Sian, that you mentioned that was interesting, and it probably sort of harks back to what you said, Jenna, about the planning for the club. I think for both sides, so for the men's and the women's side, I think they had like a plan, be a 4-year plan, 5-year plan, 2-year plan, whatever it is, of where they wanted to be. And I don't think that in Levy and Pochettino's plan, I don't think that included getting to the Champions League final last year. So I think, with the women, I think, you say you probably got to the WSL probably at least a year ahead of when you expected to get it. I think in terms from the men's side, I think we probably got to the Champions League final probably a year before we expected to get there. And that kind of meant that, because I think realistically we probably needed to have done some refreshing of the squad last season with to push to win the Champions League this year. And I think that kind of, by getting there a year early, as you say, we were struggling league-wise, so getting there a year early sort of threw everything out of kilter, really. So, so hopefully under Jose, he has a plan, and we'll start to see the trophies rolling in, because I can't remember the last time we won. Well, I can remember the last time we won a trophy, actually. I actually was there, so that was quite good. So I was actually there.
Is that the Worthington Cup?
Carling Cup. Carling. It was the Carling Cup at the time, yeah. And I flew in
the men's team talking to Jenna about what it feels like to win a cup, because you've won a few of those.
Yes, I've won a few. I think I've won 8 trophies, I think. Yeah, feels great. The best one was the one at White Hart Lane when I got to lift it there. That was a great one.
Yeah, that was special for everybody, I think. And you mentioned actually that you spent a moment just looking back at your at the seat that you used to sit in. I mean, that must have been a weird moment.
Yeah, I looked at it when I walked out with the team to start before the match. And I was showing the girls. Yeah, it was a strange, very surreal moment.
But at least somebody lifted a trophy there.
Exactly. Just leave it to us.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I think on that note, I think we'll end it. I think that's a great note to end it on. So, Jenna, really appreciate your time. I really appreciate you, coming on, having a chat with us, and just, talking about.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
No, enjoyed it. Certainly our pleasure. Sian, really appreciate you coming on and being my +1 to help me through this. No, for sure. And I'll be happy to have you on the pod, back on the pod anytime you're free. So
brilliant. Thanks very much.
So thank you very much. Okay, so I've been Steve Worrell. We've been joined by Jenna and Sian, and you've been listening to the VAR Side Spurs podcast.